Hi guys, this is God Family Community podcast, and I want to welcome you to another episode. Couple of topics I want to touch on today. Not too many topics. One, obviously, the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance, and another being this talk of trust no one and being to yourself, and don't tell anyone your next moves and so forth. In regards to the Kendrick Lamar situation, though I haven't listened to much of his music other than the songs I've heard on the radio, I can kind of grasp his overall theme of who he is as an artist and as a person. I thought overall his performance was very artistic, visually appealing, and very cultural. I like the American icons and legends Serena Williams and Sam Jackson being a part of the show. And I thought that with Kendrick, in my opinion, being a hood storyteller coming from Compton, I thought the overall show highlighted what America tries to hide. The crevices of this country, which is the hood parts of this country, where some of the greatest innovators and contributors to this country have come from. You had the location of the Super Bowl, which was in New Orleans, which aside from Memphis is one of the hoodest of all hoods of the South, in my opinion. And then you had obviously Kendrick, the performer, from one of the hoods of the West Coast, Compton, and all the surrounding areas that make up LA, South Central, and so forth. Then you have the winning team, the Philadelphia Eagles, coming from and representing for the city of Philadelphia, known as the city of brotherly love. And actually, Philadelphia was originally this country's capital, first capital. I think overall, to me, with his performance, it highlighted what has been trying to be hidden, which is the hoods and crevices of this country, black art, and the people who come from these areas that has contributed significantly to this country and globally with great innovation and culture. And maybe the other message was that what has been hidden and put down for so long is about to rise. So that's my views on that. The other topic is in regards to this message that individuals are putting out that I've been hearing of, to do it alone, trust no one, and so forth. I think this type of mindset is extremely detrimental to our community because I think it provokes individualism and isolation among others. And I think it's extremely unhealthy and counterproductive. We all need one another. And one thing I noticed being amongst non-black races is how extremely resourceful they are. They share, they work together, they look out for one another, and it's all about the group, the collective. The reason our community has this mentality of quote-unquote do it alone and trust no one and etc. is simply because of all the wrongdoing in the black community. There is a lot of wrongdoing. So I can see why this message is being put out there, but I think now is the time to reverse all of this. Reverse this way of thinking, share your cares and what you need and what, in your wants, because there may be someone that can help you or going through the same thing you're going through. I'm even hearing about people talking about how not to tell anyone your dreams or goals or your next moves because there are people praying for your downfall and for the opposite to happen. And again, I'm hearing this message coming from the greater community, and I think it's extremely detrimental. To an extent, I get it, but we have to start thinking more positive and trusting one another. What I have been doing, which I would like to tie into this Kendrick Lamar performance, is separating the wheat from the tares. I encourage you all to get the people in your lives and individuals who are partaking in harming our community to get them out of your life and have no contact or affiliation with them. People who are are thinking like this and have a mindset of do it on your own, trust nobody, and so forth, I actually encourage you to watch out for them and separate yourself from them. We all need one another as a resource and as individuals with information, talents, and skills that we can share and use amongst one another. We need one another. How I would like to tie this into the Kendrick situation is the sheer amount of backlash, hate, and jealousy Kendrick got from the black community. The hate and jealousy is real, and it further highlights the separation of the wheat from the tares. This mindset is extremely dangerous. And don't get me wrong, people can have their opinions, but again, it just highlighted the mindsets within our community regarding that Kendrick Lamar performance, and how so many members of the black community was against it, and things of that nature. The cultured, moral, and character-driven and civilized black people who are proud of themselves and their culture and history should be separated from the others who are opposite. The trifling ones, the savage, the heathen ones who have no morals, character, and self-hating, and so much more. I think it's time to separate ourselves from these individuals, because they are bringing an extreme amount of pain, suffering, and harm to our community, and it's actually what's holding us back. It's not these members of these other races. It's actually our mindset, our pathology, the way that we're treating one another. This mindset that we have to do it alone and trust no one, and things of that nature. We have to separate ourselves from these individuals. So that's my message for today. I will catch you all on another episode. This is God Family Community Podcast.